Okay, guys, welcome back. I usually do a video, just some music or whatnot for Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and stuff to show my support in honoring those who sacrificed a lot for our country and our way of life. It's going to be different this time. Try to do this without getting in any trouble or losing my cool too much. Everybody knows when Biden surrendered our bases, our equipment, our weapons, you name it, to the Taliban in 2021 over in Afghanistan, the fast withdrawal thing. That was just a horrible mess. I want to call it something else, but there are things that it even ticks me off more than anything. Biden's supposed to be, the all caring, my son died because he was a serviceman, this and that. I know how you feel to lose a son in combat and stuff like that. Even though none of that happened or anything like that for him, but he talks it. Boy, does he talk it. Oh, my son was a military person and he died this, and talking about his uncle that got ate up by a bunch of New Guinea, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get through this, but let's go. Marine Sergeant Nicole Gee, 23 years old, was one of the 13 U.S. service members killed in Kabul Airport during the 2021 Afghanistan withdrawal. You mean it's surrender, which that alone irks me right there. And again, Joe Biden surrendered to the Taliban. I'll put it that way. That sounds better. Joe Biden surrendered to the Taliban. And this is on CNN, so on Sunday, CNN, Christy Shamblin, the mother-in-law of the US Marine Sgt. Nicole Gee, told CNN that Joe Biden has never called to console the family after their daughter died in the Kabul blast. And this is the 13 that did die. This is an ongoing thing. Evidently, he has not had a staff member from the White House call and say, "Hey, we're sorry," nothing. They've even tried to contact the White House they want to know why everything happened the way it did, because it was so messed up. The orders were there was orders. They sent Americans and everybody in that one gate, and it was broadcast by Intel not to do this because that was a high risk area. But orders were to get them out fast, and that's what happened. a suicide bomber took out 13 of our service men and women. And our supposed leader of this country doesn't have the respect. Even if you're not the president, you're supposed to be a father of someone that served in the military. That alone should make you want to call somebody and tell them, I'm very sorry for your loss. It's very heartbreaking for you to lose a family member that young, that their lives are over. The lives of their kids that they might have had. These people might have ran for president one day. They could have run the country the way it should be running. Your speedy withdrawal, surrender, cost these soldiers their lives, their family members, cost them their lives. Just, they will never be able to spend time with these kids anymore because of what you did, what you didn't do. And then you don't have the decency to call these people up and console their families and tell them they're sorry for their loss, or even if you don't mean it, just call them up and act like you mean that you have a heart or something. I mean, you have all these people up. Didn't anybody say, hey, you should call these families of these service men and women and tell them you're sorry? Or don't tell them you're sorry, just say you're sorry for their loss. But no. And that's not it. It goes on more than this. Sergeant Tyler Vargas Andrews, a U.S. Marine Corps sniper who served in Afghanistan during the surrender to the Taliban forces, testified before Congress earlier this year. And a lot of people may not even heard about this, but he did testify. Vargas told Congress that he was denied permission to shoot the suicide bomber in Afghanistan that killed 13 service members and over 170 civilians. Not to mention all the wounded from that either, on both sides. This is, that's testified. He was not allowed to take the bomber out. Why? What was the purpose of this? Why would you want a bomber to come in and take out your... And then if he did, he would probably be still in jail over this stuff because of this. It's a horrible thing to put people in this predicament. I bet you this poor guy feels the pain every day that he was not allowed to save his brothers and sisters out there on that field. And it goes on and on. More of this stuff, cover-ups and $13. Again, I usually run a clip about these 13. It should infuriate the people out there to know that the president of our United States doesn't feel that it's necessary to call these families up and tell them, sorry for your loss. Four words. I know it's hard for him to talk and get words out, but it just, this alone, he should be impeached. And if we had any Republicans with backbones in Washington, they would be standing up and say, impeach him. But when Trump was in office, Democrats had no problem trying to impeach Trump over every little thing. This is what is wrong with this, our government. I won't say country, I'll say government. You got a bunch of gutless people that all they want to do is fill their pockets and blab, 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 back and forth. It's all a soap opera, back and forth is all they do is blab, blab, blab. And they don't do a dang thing. You go back 60, 70 years ago, if somebody did this, one of our presidents did something like this, they'd be storming, telling him to get out of office. It's just ridiculous. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for all the stuff I've been saying, but it needed to be said. I'll go ahead and post the links to this story. There's a lot more into this than really, really, really irritating. I couldn't even get most of it out, but again, the link will be down below. Let me know what you guys think. Like always, God bless. And on behalf of me, to the families who lost these 13, from the bottom of my heart, I'm very sorry for your loss. That's all I can say. Very sorry for your loss. And I pray the hurt and the sorrow eases with time, which I know it won't. But at least I pray that. God bless.